I'm appealing to especially those citizens of the earth that's been born in the last 20 years up to now, to come to the world with an open mind. I know that the main influence in our life, of course, we all know is our environment, where we were born, what belief and faith we have. Genetically, here's a point, that if you were born as a Y chromosome, there's over 80% chance, according to criminal statistic around the world, that you will be a criminal, that I will commit many atrocity, brutal crimes. And who's that Y chromosome? It's the male, men. But we don't have to. We don't have to fall into that. We don't have to become that. Because if you look around, that you see, if that's statistically true, then 80% of the males should be in jail. But it's not true. So the point is that the brain can readjust itself. It can re-download itself and bring in a new narration, a new way of looking at everything. It doesn't have to constantly going through with this, with this genetic or this environmental influence that's constantly coming in. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it how incredible is the brain? So my appeal is that there's a time now where there is not national, it's multinational. And the brain is capable of this, thinking multinational, living in a multinational world. It's not one race, it's multiracial. It's not one religion, it's multi-religion. It's not one philosophy, it's multi-philosophy. It's not one science, multi-science. So this is the new world we're coming into. But if we keep carrying the old ways, because to me, evil or bad is simply a struggle between finite and infinite, limitation and unlimited. So yeah, we move on and move on and move on. So far globalization has brought this oneness, this bringing all the knowledge about our planet. As I said, there's 510 million square kilometers now that we're living here in this world, and it's a chance now to really look at that and embrace one another. A new narration must come into them. And here's another one. Through neuroscience, they discovered that when the brain is normal, it's healthy, criminality and all these abnormal activities, it's far away from the brain. But looking into it through neuroscience, that 99% of the crimes that we commit, it's actually got to do with some abnormality in our brain, some neural circuit or neural pathway, some damage is there, and therefore we're doing these kind of things that we normally don't do if we have a healthy brain. So yeah, let's just come through that understanding, And another point is that when something new comes about, it's like the railway track. There's a left and right, meaning when religion appears, there's not only has the capacity to free us, to liberate us and take us to further progress in life, also the negativity of that comes, the antithesis. And then the reaction from that, although religion, philosophy, science, all these things meant to take us further, what happened is the other thing comes and cage us, prison us. So the opposite happens. So therefore we must always try with the best. And that's why after nearly 19,000 days I've lived here, I've talked to thousands of religious persons, thousands of philosophers, so many people in walk of life. And to be honest, 90% is very, very short in the thinking. And that makes me really deeply think a lot. What is the most progressive, most open, most featherized thing that can take us? And it is beauty. It's beauty. If you're a scientist or a philosopher or religion, the only way you can synthesis with one another is that you fall in love with one another. And as I always say, love comes out from us when we see beauty, when we see this incredible beauty in the outside. Therefore, love comes out. So beauty. And just as I said before, that the brain creates narration and give it absoluteness. That's why, if I'm religious, then my religion, the brain creates this narration where my religion is number one. If I'm a scientist, the brain creates this reality where my science is number one, it's the best. Or am I nationalist or racist? So this is not true. This is only one aspect of the brain. And it's just as the brain can create that narration, then we can also recreate a new story, new history, new narration, by start thinking about and seeing and feeling beauty in everything, seeing the whole as a beauty, seeing it for its beauty, because it is beautiful. The earth is the most beautiful. We are made, this body is made, the most beautifulest man or woman in this world, they're made of the earth. So give the earth this incredible, it's just dynamic, it's amazing. So when we see this as beautiful, then if you go into any temples, any church, any religion, any philosophy, you don't come in a judgmental way, but you come in as embracing that beauty, seeing that different within that beauty, and really adoring it for what it is. It's always beautiful, always wonderful, always gorgeous, always fabulous. That means the whole, everyone, man, woman, trees, bird, fish, everything. Anyway, thank you very much. Moi Wolfgang from Love and Beauty Movement. Thank you.